rapid fire thrift haul because I'm so hungry and I have a meeting in a half hour. I just went to Salvation Army, so the first thing I got is this cutie little belt I thought would be so cute with like a baggy pair of jeans and a little white t-shirt or something for the summer. It was $2.99. And then I got this long not maxi, like midi skirt in this print that reminds me of Scotland. It reminds me of Mary, that influencer that is moving to Scotland, if you know what I'm talking about. This had my jaw on the absolute floor. I'm pretty positive someone made this because there's no tags of any kind. It was $7.99, but it's this off the shoulder little scrunched up material top, and then it is a full length like prairie skirt that I am just going to absolutely frolic around in the garden in, and it has a slit up one of the legs, absolutely dead on the floor. And then similarly, I found this dress, which is not as good quality, but it's a tube top, which I love in the summertime. Pretty like long torso situation. And then it kind of like crosses over this really light fabric, just like nice to throw on, but still looks so cute. I'm so freaking excited about both of those. I'm trying to up my pajama game, and I've done a pretty good job, so I wanted to get a few new bottoms. So these are like really wide leg, light pink, grandma, comfy pajama capris, and I'm very excited about. They were $3 with like a little baby tank. I don't care what you say, so cute. I was very excited about these. You probably saw another video of them, but stripes like this are just so in, and I'm very obsessed with these. They're like a long pant. I would honestly wear these out of the house. I originally went in for shorts. The only ones I found were still a good find. They're from Zara. They're like slightly baggy, but very short. I wanted some longer shorts, but I couldn't find any, but these are still super cute, and I love the color. I found this Banana Republic top that's just like a really structured white little lace applique number that I love so much. So excited about this. Like these two together, I tried them on in store with just a little sandal. Impeccable. I'm obsessed with pottery things that look handmade, so I got this little guy to put some flowers in or something. $2.99. Now we need to go inside, make lunch. I want a turkey sourdough bread sandwich cut in half with Japanese mayo, trust me, and cucumbers on the side. And then I have my meeting. I have to do some artwork, some content later. It's a busy afternoon. What if he's written by all my My phone is currently suction cupped to my computer, and it's slowly drifting. Anyway, I have a couple things I'm working on that I can't show you. I just had a call with Erin from The Nest. So I have a couple things on my to-do list, but I have to leave in a few minutes. But I stopped at the drugstore and I got, oh, I picked up something I can't tell you. I also got 2 lip products because I just like lip products. I got some NYX lip liner in mauve. It was in between this one and soft brown, and also one called Ever. Love that name. But it was a little bit too red, and I know I love this one, so I just got another one. Ooh, it's so sharp. I'm so bad at overlining. I don't know how. Oh my neck is so red. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's itchy. I'm just gonna ignore that. I also got this fat oil lip drip that I've been wanting to try so bad. Packaging's kind of weird. Well, it's very pink. I like it. I just don't like it like right now. It'll be cute for the summer. Girl, I got a lot to catch you up on, but most importantly, I wanted to show you my favorite breakfast ever. So it's a thick slice of sourdough bread. I get mine from Dave's Market because I can't be bothered to make it, unfortunately. And then you do a layer of chive and onion cream cheese, smashed avocado. Usually either mix the avocado with hard-boiled eggs or cut them like this. And then everything bagel seasoning with red chili flakes, a lot of it. I top mine off with some homemade green hot sauce that a friend of ours makes, and it is amazing. Just made a little double espresso, and then I'm gonna use this Chobani hazelnut creamer. We're gonna give that a whirl. That is so good. Wow. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. It is Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. I just finished watching the new Anne Hathaway movie, The Idea of You. I mentioned this on my Instagram, but I was curious, very intrigued, because I started reading the book and I stopped and I didn't finish it because it was way too cringy for me. It was just too like out there. I like when things happen that are, you know, like pretty realistic. You can pretty much justify them in real life. And this was just like, I don't know. I was cringing too much. I have like a cringe-o-meter and it can only reach, once we're at a certain point, you gotta go. Oh no. Anyway, little life update. I got the job. I'm going to be a product development coordinator. Just want to make sure that I set myself up for success because obviously I haven't had a full-time job in 6 months and I have all these side things that I've been doing, so I want to make sure I take this next like week and a half to really put my house in order, number one, get myself on a good schedule, make sure like our meals are planned out and all that kind of detailed stuff. I obviously still want to make YouTube videos, even though like, I don't know, doing videos of day-to-day, like when I get home from work, I'm gonna make sure to like record stuff on the weekends. And then I was talking to my husband about it and maybe I'll transition to do a video bi-weekly or monthly. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let's continue. I haven't done a thing all day except be a movie critic, apparently. Ooh, the sun. Let's get to work. I just wanted to take a minute to look at what the color of the stones look when they're all dry. It's gonna look so nice. It looks so much better in person. I'm so sorry. And then I forgot to show you this, but these weeds and vines have been growing just randomly. I weaved them through this lattice so they can have a purpose, and I think it'll look really cute. It looks so nice. And then this one, which is intertwining actually, and I should give it its own home, is a blackberry or black raspberry, I can't remember. It needs some water actually. My outside projects are feeling so much more overwhelming now that I'm gonna go back to work. Like all of these leaves have to be cleaned out all around here, but I'm just trying to remember that I'll come home and still have, I get out at 4:30 now. I'll still have so much time to decompress, make dinner, and then come out and putter around in the yard. It'll be great. Howdy do. I've been putting off finishing this painting for far too long, so we're gonna do that right now. It's a watercolor painting, And I have this nifty little set, so I just need to sketch everything out. I do have a reference photo that I have to copy. And then I trace over everything with one of my, what are these even called? Pigma. With one of my Pigma markers or pens. And I go in with the watercolor. So I'm gonna bang that out right now. That's one thing off my list. Good evening. I finished the book I was reading today. It was called My Dark Romeo. And I read it because I read another book by the same author. And this one had potential. It was definitely like an out there billionaire story, so it wasn't relatable and things were happening that didn't make a whole ton of sense. But for the vibe of the book, it was like fun. And the banter between the two, he's the most sarcastic and like mean person or love interest character I read in a while. The contents between the two characters, there's a lot. And then I just started skimming the last 40%, unfortunately. I gave it a 3-star. Really, it was probably like a 2.9. It should be in the 2s. So now I want to hop back into fantasy. I made myself a little snack, a little yogurt, chocolate chips, and strawberries. One of my last videos, might have been my first video, I was talking about books, and I said that when fantasy does me really dirty, I'll switch over to real life books to give myself a break. I'm in the opposite phase now, where I just read 2 books that were like real life, and now I'm sick of those, so I'm going back to fantasy. I do a little flip-flop all the time. Everyone and their literal mother keeps talking about the book Bride by Allie Hazelwood, and this is her first like kind of paranormal things like werewolves and such, but in a modern world. People are eating it up apparently, so I think I'm gonna read this one first since it's like a little segue. And I have a few fantasy books in here that I'm excited to start. I was gonna save this one. Oh, it's a sample. That means I'd have to buy it. Maybe I don't feel like doing that right now. So the other fantasy books I have are on Kindle Unlimited. One called The Stars Are Dying. I forgot what all of these books are about. It is a different day, but I just wanted to say that I didn't end up reading The Stars Are Dying. I looked it up on TikTok and then on Goodreads, and it was such crazy reviews, and people were not liking it. And then a couple that I read, the specifics that they were giving is stuff that would annoy me too. And a lot of the time I'll just take all of that with a grain of salt, which I think is a good way to do it. But I just felt like reading one that was loved by most, and that was not the vibe that I was getting. I had a couple other, I don't know where my phone is. Oh, I'm recording on my phone. Oh my god. I have a couple other recommendations on here. Let me try to pull it up. It's just Kindle is so slow. So The Road of Bones, I'm gonna read after this book that I'm reading right now, but I only have a sample. I think on Kindle Unlimited it's $5 to get the full thing, but it's a 2-book series. The 3rd book comes out in June, and the video that I watched for the review of it said that it was the closest she's ever gotten to the feeling of Avatar, which I've heard a million times, but she also really loves the duology One Dark Window. That 2-book series I love so much. That's a 5-star read for me. Some people don't like it, but I loved it, and she loved it too, and she loves Avatar, and she said that she loved The Road of Bones, so I'm gonna read that one after this. I also have Trial of the Sun Queen on here. I have one called Us Dark Few, which I actually can't remember if it has anything to do with fantasy. I don't think so, but I think it has some kind of magic in it. And then what else do I have? Spellbound After Midnight is in here, but I think I got that on the Pack Your Kindle day or whatever, so I can't remember if that one is like whatever. Yeah, so I have a few on here that I'm excited about, and the one I'm reading right now is on Kindle Unlimited, and it is called Flame and Sparrow by S.M. Gaither, I believe her name is. I found this one on TikTok. So far, it's giving a lot of the same vibes I've read in other books, but I'm interested. I am captivated. It's not too similar where I'm bored. Yeah, you also spend, oh my god, a cardinal is staring right at me. You also spend a lot of time, like you can tell something's coming and you're going to be introduced to like the main love interest male character, which I'm pretty sure in this instance is like a god. It's like gods based, and she has some like trauma and some history happening. Their world is full of elves and mortals and gods, and there's like a conflict of power between all of them. There's like a lot of political like warfare that's happening, so it's like a lot's happening in the beginning, and you stick with her and her like found family, two other guys that have kind of like stuck together for like a couple chapters now, and you're like learning what their world is first instead of like something happening immediately, which I like. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I'm liking it so far. I'm only 8% in, but it's a pretty crappy day. I just made granola for the first time, so I have that in the oven, and I'm just going to read my book. I have some photos to edit from a wedding, and I'm speaking to you from the future right now, so the clip after this is going to be a couple days ago. Bye!
The line we were proud of is waving in hay. Our beautiful garden has withered away. Where you planted roses, the weeds seem to say, a cottage for sale. From every single window, I see your face.
Good morning. It's not morning whatsoever. It's 1:30 on Saturday. It is Kentucky Derby Day. We're at the casino to bet on some horses, and I'm waiting in the car with Remy, who's being so annoying. She's freaking out. She has no idea what we're doing, where we are, and Brennan's inside betting on some horses, and this parking lot has me shook. I'm filled with so much anxiety. People are literally racing through here like it's the Indy 500. I don't understand. But I bet for first, second, third, I bet, oh wait, now I can't remember. Honor Marie, Stella Leone, or whatever, Sienna Leone, whatever that favorite one is, and then the Chasing Freedom one. Then I also gave Brennan Mystic Dan as just like another one because I just really like the name Mystic Dan. But anyway, yep, I'm just here waiting, and then we'll probably go find something to do. I have the cutest little fit on. I don't know if you got to actually see it well in those videos. I was also working on making my Etsy account today, but I think I'm gonna make a separate bank account first so I can hook it up to the separate bank account. I'm totally gonna witness an accident. This is like the craziest part. I don't know what is going on. Do you see what I'm talking about? Okay, we're back to the future or present day, and I finished my granola. It's so good. I'm gonna cut up some apples and have it with some yogurt.